Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful day today, and let's get planning for tomorrow. So I'll be focusing on these tickers for tomorrow. Futures as usual: Amazon, Apple, AMD, BA, Baba, Facebook, Google, NVDA, Roku, Snap, Zoom, Tesla. Most of them, like all of them, are SPY and Nasdaq stocks. Okay, so the idea is to go to understand where the directional bias is, where could be possible new entries, their supports, profit areas, targets, and then make a trade out of it in the real market time. In case you have any questions for me, any queries, you can reach out to me on Twitter at Novel for You. If you like my videos and watch my videos, you can do that at YouTube channel. Please subscribe it so that you can get real-time alerts for my videos. All right, so let's get started for tomorrow's planning. So today ES kind of struggled in this range 4405. It definitely went up in the night, but during the daytime it struggled to hold 40405 and then closed below it. And now in the after hours it has went up from 4395 and now it's about 4402, but it's struggling in this channel. It is making lower lows and lower highs, which is not a good signal for the bulls. But everything can change if we are able to breach 4420 and 4450 area. So let's make our planning based on what we see for tomorrow. In case futures get strength and goes up towards 4420, 4430 area, that will be a positive move. And once that happens, we will break out of this consolidation. And that move will be strong. And it could run to potentially 4480. So for the long entry point, I would recommend on my side to plan for 4420. Wait for it. If you get a crossover 4420, I would prefer to go long at that time. I will not be going long between 4395 to 4420. It is quite choppy. In case it fails and comes down to 4385, now the 12 EMA has also moved upward towards 4385, and this becomes a very super duper strong support. If this breaks, I'm again repeating, if this breaks, it will be really, really bad. Will not be able to control the free fall after this. So pre-fall can go to 4430, 4330, 4420, all the way to 4240, 4250 area. So this green line is like a super super support. And then the next good support, this may be a mediocre support, but then the actual good support comes around 4250 area. So I'll be watching for it. Anything above 4420, I'll be thinking to go long. Anything below 4385, I'll be going short. Amazon today again got rejected by 3384 area again, and let me just move it here. This is my trend line. It tested the trend line perfectly, opened there, and then break below. So it's kind of respecting this trend line as of now. And if market has to go down, this will go down. This will only become positive once it crosses 3384 now. If it crosses that, it has a potential target of 3460. But we have to be watchful of 3384 as a number. Below this, it might consolidate and test 3284. Because now it has tested the resistance and it is not able to break out. It should come and test the support. And 3286 is a good support area. So I'll be looking forward for this if it fails to cross this third time. Apple again, as I said in the morning, 146.20 is a really good entry area, but it has to cross 147.46. It could not. It failed and made an inside day. Now for Apple, if Apple goes above 148, it is bullish. If it goes below 145, it is bearish. And in both the directions, bullish or bearish, it will run for 2 or 3 candles consecutively. So watch out for Apple on the inside day. On the upside, 148 above, it can test 154. Below 145, it will definitely test 139. AMD has been like the rock star of the stocks. Uh, Once it broke 107, 111, it went on to make 122. If you remember, I've been saying the 127 target for AMD for since it broke 94. So it's all the way there, and people will think it's overbought. Anything? Yes, it is definitely overbought, but if it comes down 111, 107, I will try to go long in it. I'm not going to short it because it's against its trend, and the trend is super strong right now. I need to have a very, very good volume with short, then I will change my stance on AMD. So AMD, I'm still open for 127. That's my target since 94. BA actually this morning tested this 225 once again. For last 4 days, it is trying to close above this line and respect it. You can see it tested here, but closed right there. It tested, close on it. It came down, but close above it. It came down, tested, close right there. So it is respecting this number significantly. So I am bullish on BA. The Chinese news to test Boeing 737 is really, really significant. I am going to hold my long-term positions on BA, and I'm expecting a target of 300 above in it as a long-term target. But for a short-term target, it needs to breach 239 to make any meaningful move on the upside. 225 to 239 is an area where it has struggled a lot. It needs to have buyers to push this area. And that Chinese news can easily push it. If you see the move today, once that news was out, from 226 to 332 in a blink of a minute, it just went. So watch for that. Baba was really good, as we have been talking about Baba for quite a while, that yes, once it crosses 198, it will definitely test this green line, and it did it today. So I was in position in Baba, and once it crossed this, I got confident and I made some money on Baba by going long. And right now I'm expecting it to hold this 200 area and look for a 2728 target. Then we have Facebook. Facebook again went really well from our discussion yesterday. It is now making a morning star pattern with 3 candles, red, kind of dodgy, and this bullish engulfing candle. So this is a 3 candle morning star pattern. This is really, really bullish. It can go and test 365. But again, our entry was above 360s, 356. This was our entry point, which we discussed last night. From there, it went on to make about $4.5 move. So if you get an opportunity and it holds 356, try to go long. If it doesn't hold 356, there's no point going long on Facebook. Google Google again has made an inside day. Today it was like in a very, very consolidating range, and as a result of inside day, there can be a potential big move on Google. If it crosses 2714, it will test all-time highs. Otherwise, it's going to come back and test 2659. 2659 is somewhere it will fill the gap between the candle and the EMA. So 2659 is a very good entry to go long in Google in near future. And on the upside, if it crosses 2715 like inside day, it can test all-time highs. Then I want to cover NVDA. NVDA is super strong. And as I mentioned, once it crosses this 197 area, it will simply skyrocket. Today it did that, and it went on to make all-time highs. So 202, 203 is the area where it will have good run. Now I'm just going to wait for a small dip so that I can get it around 201 area. Once I have that, I'm looking forward for all-time highs and additional high of 220, 270 on AMD, on NVIDIA. I'm really bullish on NVIDIA. Any dip towards 201 is my entry, and I would try to keep my positions, like I will try to accumulate more and more positions uh, towards the range of 197. Below 197, I would exit, but towards 97, I will accumulate. Then Roku. So Roku, we've been discussing this for I think 4 or 5 day in continuation, and since it broke 460, which is the 38%, the idea was it will come back and test the 0%. So in the after hours, it is doing that. Plus the M is now complete if it tests right there. So the length, which is the 327 to 460, that is about 130 points. So from 490 to 360, that's about 130 points. 360 should be an ideal place for Roku to get some stability. 390 and 360, somewhere here. And if you draw a channel parallel to it, you will find that yes, 360 is the number. So if you were short since 435 or 450 your area, cheers to you. If not, I would not go long or short in Roku right now. I would let it settle on its own. Then I want to cover Snap. Snap is again one of the beautiful chart setups which we discussed last night. 71.89, day low 71.89, boom. Once it break above 73, target was 78, and next target is 86. It is going to blow this, just a matter of time. I'm super bullish on Snap, and anytime it comes, if you get a dip or any opportunity on it, I would be a buyer. Then Zoom. Zoom I traded last week, and today it tested this line, and finally it was able to break out of 393 area. 393 area breakout is really bullish on Zoom, and now it can actually go and test 416. In between, it has a marginal what I would say resistance at around 420 area. So I would wait for an entry around 393 or around 395 and keeping 393 as my stop loss area, and try to go long in Zoom. Last but not the least, Tesla. Tesla has been consolidating in a very tight range. It has made a very strong neckline or neck bottom, if you want to see. I want to see a very big move on Tesla, and it may be coming in a week or two. That's my estimate. I'm looking forward for 779, and I would prefer to enter if I get around 697 to 700 area. I can enter and I can go long from there. I'm not shorting Tesla in this trend. I'm expecting it to go up and really strong. So I'll be looking to add it on 697, 700 area. Okay. So again, guys, this is all my technical analysis, which I'm sharing with you. You have to go back, do your due diligence, understand what I'm doing, evaluate your risk, and then plan your trades. All right. In case you still have any questions for me, as I said, you can reach out to me on Twitter and I will revert back to you. So thank you for watching your video. And in case you like the video, please subscribe and you can get the real-time alerts when I post the video. Thank you very much.